I thought that was one of our better wins. I told the coach before the game that I thought this year's Air Force team was better than last year's Air Force team. And he was kind of surprised, but I thought they showed it. We were done. We were dead in the water. I thought the momentum had switched, and give Daniel credit for hitting 2 huge shots, and our team showing some real resilience coming back at home. I mean, we don't do that. The crowd was terrific. It was a neat environment. We needed that game. We needed to win that type of game.
Just what can you say about what those 2 guys are doing for this team?
The what?
What Daniel and JJ mean to this team right now? I mean,
Oh,
they
they're-
come
I
up
mean,
with
they-
big play after big play after big play. It seems like.
Well, did you realize we missed 10 straight shots? I mean, and Cottingham is the shooting coach up there, and so he's fired. If one of them is not right, we have no chance against an opponent like this for sure. And what we really need is a 3rd and 4th person to step up. And I thought Joe and John were huge. And, Jerson played his role, and David Cohn certainly. I don't think we win the game without David Cohn. I mean, he just does a great job in a really tough situation. So those 2 kids are priceless. I mean, Daniel, I told Daniel at San Jose State, you always talk all this stuff, you do all this directly, very direct to him at halftime, but if you're that good, you carry a team, and he carried us. And I said the same thing. He carried us in that game, and I said the same thing before he made those shots. And I said, great players find a way to win this game, and he did. So I'm really happy for him. He's been through a lot. He deserves the role he has on this team. But those 2 players, are best of friends, and obviously, JJ just how many points did he have? I mean, it's like a ho-hum 21. Anyway, they're without them. One of them, when they were hurt, we struggled. When they were banged up.
David on defense, has he switched from a guy who might be more of a defensive liability to a guy who's right up in everyone's face?
Who's that?
David Cohn.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's really neat to see. He's he finally figured out that if he's going to get on the court, he's going to have to guard somebody, and when you're so used to being boxed in 1 and sometimes triangle at a 2 with 2 guys on you, it's hard to believe that when you're getting 60 points in a game, and it's hard to when you've never been asked to guard. You used the defensive end to rest his whole life, so I think it shows you his character. And you're right. You're spot on. He's really becoming a good defender.
The way you guys break up the game into 4-minute mini games, 4-minute increments, you think that played a part maybe in you guys kind of coming back there and closing it out strong?
Well, when it got down to 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes, and we don't play for a week. I mean, JJ, you've done all this work. Are you kidding me? You're not going to find a way to win this game. You've done all this work since the summer. I always remind them, do you remember the summer? And I remind the team, do you remember everything we've been through? The 4-hour practices, the weave that we run, just weave up and down the court for an hour sometimes early. Are you really not going to lay it out there? And I think when reminded of that more than anything.
You said this is a win your team needed. Why? Was it specifically just because it was a Mountain West game?
Maybe it's a win I needed. Maybe I should have said that. I didn't want to go another week like Denver, 13 days and sit there. And my wife probably would separate for a week, and I wouldn't see her because she'd be so tired of the mood I get in. But we've lost some of these. We lost to Colorado like this. We've. It seems to me that that when we get in this situation, we have not been as successful as we have been unsuccessful. So it was, and coming off a tough loss against Utah State, and who we have ahead of us.
So do you think your team took a step in the right direction?
Yeah, I really do. I really do. And what I like is Dwight. You know, Dwight was no factor, but I think this game helped him. I just think it helped him for various reasons, and I think he'll help us down the road. So, yeah, our team took a step in the right direction. I mean, this is a team that's going to finish in the upper half of the league. Air Force are that good.
How much can you gain just from the resiliency that you guys showed by surviving that run late and coming
Yeah.
back? How much is that, can you build on that for the rest of the season?
I think we can. I think it can go either way when you've got a fragile team like we have. I mean, fragile is probably the wrong word, but inexperienced, young, new, all of them. You know, you get to confidence is a factor. So when you pull something like that off, because I really, again, I thought we were done. I mean, when I really challenged them, I thought we were in a lot of trouble, and we were. And for them to show the resilience that you're talking about goes a long way in the belief system, in what we do. I mean, we missed 10 straight shots, we missed 11 free throws, and we still won the game. You know, that's we did it. We out-rebounded them, and we really defended them, I thought.
Anything else for Coach?
Okay.
What just led to that kind of takeover late in the game? Both of you guys just pushing, finishing up their run.
I told JJ many times during the game we were going to win this game, and obviously we did. And both of us just needed to step up. You know, obviously you were at Utah State. It wasn't enough, so we just needed to do more, and that's exactly what we both did. And just got to give credit to our whole team. You know, they have faith in me, they have faith in JJ, and we got the win.
How fun was that? Just seemed like how fired people were just making those shots and really, you guys taking that.
It was unbelievable. You know, it was fun. You know, but you just got to give credit to my team. They found me at the right time, and you know, I just made the bucket.
Speaking of the right time, you got hot at the right time. You had that guy all over you, dribbled, stepped back, made the three in his face. Did it feel good when you let it go?
It felt the best. They kind of got me mad, so once you get me mad, I just, you know, just do something, I guess. But just glad we got the win.
Daniel, can you two keep doing this for this team? I mean, this team's relying more and more almost on you guys all the time. Not to say other guys aren't doing things, but when it comes to points and the clutch plays, the two of you are really carrying this team at key times.
I believe we can. You know, I think our teammates know we can. We can't always do it. You know, I keep saying that. I told you, Matt, a few times. We need guys to step up, you know, but if they're not stepping up, then we need to take control, you know. JJ's been in college basketball for a while, and I have, so if we want to make it, then we got to step up.
Is there a little bit more incentive because it's kind of a second chance for both you guys?
Oh, big time.
I mean, is that a different in your mentality when you play now for Colorado State?
Every day.
Or Arizona when you were in Navy?
Every day, every practice, you know, we still don't get the respect. You know, just motivation, just stepping on the basketball court, practice or not, just stepping on the campus. You know, there's no respect, and that's the way I take it. And I've been going through that ever since basketball.
JJ, could you kind of sense how big this was for you guys, even your record in the Mountain West at 3-3, and you have Wednesday off, so just a big win going into, you know, some time off?
I mean, every home game is huge, but I think we're both 2-3, or they were 3-2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Mountain West is wide open. San Diego State might be ahead a little bit, but the second place is right there. But yeah, every game's huge. You know, Coach was saying that we have Sunday, Monday off, so it's that little more extra incentive to just give it all you got. So that's what we did.
JJ, you looked like you were kind of grabbing your thigh. Did you get banged or were you cramping up?
I was cramping. Yeah, that's.
Need some tamales?
Should drink more water or something.
How hard was that to just kind of fight that out? Because that was still about 2 minutes to go and you didn't come out.
No, it was a minute 10. Because I remember I got beat on the back cut, and Coach kind of yelled at me a little bit and told me to suck it up. So I just tightened up my brace and just went.
How big is this, I mean, Air Force team to beat UNLV, Utah State, and beat them this way to finish out those games, going into a week off before New Mexico? And just how big is that, just win-wise, mentality-wise? So you got, obviously, another great opponent coming here in a week.
Yeah, they're a great team. They were never going to go away. We all said that. Coach said that. Just a great team, and anyone could beat anyone on any given night. So it gives a lot of motivation going to New Mexico, which we almost had them. You were there. So we're ready for that. This game has passed us already, at least for me, and just ready for the next one.
When they got up there late, what kind of kept you guys going, kept your confidence up? I think they got up by 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just had to get stops. We just said just buckle down on defense, get stops, get turnovers, and you saw like it turned into Dave getting some layups off the fast break, DB hitting shots, everyone just going. So if we just buckle down on defense, limit them to one shot, don't let them get any offensive rebounds, then you can just stop anybody.
Daniel, can you just expand a little bit on your defense late? Because you guys did it easy on yourselves with some missed free throws, but you get that steal and then Joe's big block there on the baseline. It's a big play.
It was huge. Joe with his confidence. We got to keep that going. And Dave, being a freshman, knocking down those 2 free throws was huge. And that's it's all about the small things which we need. And we absolutely got from both of them. It's huge. And I'm proud of both of them.
How much during the game do you guys have to talk to each other, kind of keep each other's spirits up? Neither of you ever beat before, really. I think you were out for 2 minutes tonight, JJ. Daniel was never out.
Yeah, we talk to each other all the time.
There's got to be times you're dragging.
Yeah, no, in the huddle, sometimes Coach says he has nothing else to say, and it's our team, so we talk to each other, we try and motivate each other. But on the court it's just, never trying to put anybody down, but you just tell them that we got to go. Like, we know we're playing a lot of minutes, so we tell each other we got to just give it all we have. And I don't know, we do it all the time, so it's nothing new. So
Speaking of that effort, can you guys talk a little bit about Joe Desmond and his effort specifically in this game?
It's in the games, it's in practice. He's been working hard since the summertime, since I met him. He's just such a hard worker, and he's so hard on himself. Last game he was kind of down on himself because he didn't shoot well, he didn't defend well, he didn't do what we needed to do. But he took these last 2 days of practice and just really buckled down and just focused on what he needed to do, what Coach was telling him. Coach was really hard on him, and he's the type of player that listens to it, doesn't take it personally. He knows what he has to do. He's such a team player that he's willing to put in all the work to come back and help us. And you see what he did. He played 36 minutes. It was huge. 11 points. It's great.
How much of the addition you guys did this offseason with Larry, how much has it started coming to play lately? As you're playing pretty much every minute in the past 2 games. I
hate the off season, just because of conditioning, But it's good in the long run, and it's coming up to us now, It's terrific, and got to do it again next year, So that's what helps us down the road, So helps us big.
Daniel, you talked a little bit about focusing on the details. Are you guys kind of making that transition now? At the beginning of the season, it was trying to figure out how to play with each other, maybe focusing on the bigger things. Now is it you guys are trying to focus on the details now?
We're always trying to focus on the details, and we need to continue to do that. And now it's just too late. We can't afford a missed assignment. We did that again today. Which almost cost us. But details is huge. With players, with scout team, with everything. I'm always trying to just get my details down for every single player, even the 4 and the 5, even though I'm not going to guard them, so just in case.
Right.
But it's huge for us, and especially for our team.
You guys good?
Yeah.